Let me welcome you to our weekly briefing. We have a new spot to do it in, and I think it's fantastic. Thank you, Senator Ty Masterson, for letting us share your home today. The senator is with us today. I know we have Councilmember Williams, who takes a tremendous amount of pride in representing all of this area and has done a great job. And so we appreciate the opportunity to come out here to WSU's Innovation Campus today to share some of the news of what we have going on this week, and it's an opportunity for us to do kind of a special unveiling that President Bardot is going to get an opportunity to do here in a moment. And I'll share some more about my favorite president here pretty soon. We're lucky to have him. Some would say we're even lucky to have Andy Schlapp, but that's kind of a far reach. So the first news that I want to share with you is a program that's going to be coming up on Saturday, September the 23rd from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., and it's Shox, Cops, and Fire Kids. Can we see this? And I'm going to have some people come up and help us talk about what they're going to be doing at these activities. So if Jennifer Wright, and I know we have firefighter Clarence Moore, if he wants, both of you can come up. Jennifer as the speaking part, Clarence just is eye candy.
Thank you so much. Wichita State has generously, it's amazing, Charles Koch Arena every year since about 2004 for us to be able to partner up with law enforcement, fire department, and also some of our social services from the exploited, social workers from the Exploited and Missing Child Unit to chaperone groups of children throughout the day to workshops with the student athletes in their respective sports, but then also health and nutrition and internet safety and good citizenship workshops. It's a blessing in our community to have such a great partnership with our university and then also our law enforcement and firemen and women. The kids absolutely enjoy it. The event starts at 10 o'clock, registration's at 9 on September 23rd over at Charles Koch Arena, and the event lasts till 3:30. And the children will get a t-shirt like what Clarence has up. And then also we have plenty of Gatorade, sports drinks, water, and we feed them lunch. So 150 kids, and hopefully we'll get that signed up this week. That's awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you both for coming up, and what a great program. Jennifer's been a detective with the Wichita Police Department, I think she said, for 45 years. Maybe I'm close to that. Somewhere in that neighborhood. No, she does an awesome job, and I'm going to tell you, to be able to do what she does on a daily basis takes someone with some unbelievable courage and perseverance. That's not an easy job that she does, and she does a great job for the city of Wichita. Our partnership, I'll just mention, some of you know, is going to be even strengthened more, Dr. Bardot, come December of this year when we finish up our training center that's going to be on campus here, and that's going to be another exciting time to come out and maybe do something special on this campus. So can't wait for that. Next announcement pertains to the YEP Awards. We have a couple of people here that we want to introduce. This program has taken off, much to do with Keith Lawing and his leadership, and couldn't be happier about where the momentum is, focusing on young people and getting young people more involved in a wide variety of experiences. And so I'm going to have Keith come up and talk to us about this youth employment project, and he can share with you, and I know Keith has brought some friends with him. We have, I'll see if I can get these names right. I'll be somewhere close. Helena Qual, Samir Jabril, and Taya Demery. Sort of close. Anyone that I miss gets to have the microphone. Did I mess up your name? It's okay. You can have the mic here in a moment. Keith, why don't you come up and save me and talk about this great program?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Keith Loyne with the Workforce Alliance of South Central Kansas, and here to celebrate a little bit of our Youth Employment Project 2017. First, I really want to thank the mayor for his support, really putting his shoulder into moving this program forward. I see Councilmember Williams back here too. She's been a great advocate for this program. And what the Youth Employment Project is, it's a deliberate strategy to help young adults find a first job, get valuable work experience. The labor market data shows way too few of our youth are having jobs these days, and kids who want jobs, and that affects us in the long run. The data shows that young adults who have work experiences have higher degree attainment rates, have better career awareness, kind of have a sense of what they want to do, and it's a chance to earn some money. So we like to get the economy humming. And this year in particular, we put a strong effort into reaching out to employers. We were able, through a partnership with the YMCA and the city of Wichita, to find jobs for over 460 young adults this past summer. Moving at significantly higher levels. We are planning for next year already and are looking forward to that. I do want to thank a few key employers who really kicked in this year. Spirit Aerosystems really took this program and ran with it. Also High Touch Technologies. I got Jennifer Hughes here from High Touch. They've been involved in this for 4 or 5 years and just fantastic partners. Also recognize the Wichita Regional Chamber of Commerce, who made youth employment a priority for 2017. Part of what we do in this is teach young adults some other elements outside of just the job and work. There's a financial literacy component. We teach them some what we call soft skills, how to fill out a resume, basically empowering these young adults to be successful in the future. And one of our big supporters in this effort this year was Bank of America. Bank of America gave us a very nice grant, and they also sponsor the nationwide Dollarwise Program. And so I'd like to ask Sean Lancelot to come up and say a few words. Then Sean and I are going to hand out some prizes that these young adults here with us were able to earn this summer. So Sean, if you could come up here for a moment.
I'm very happy to be here to highlight the Youth Employment Project, the Dollarwise Program, and recognize Helena, Taya, Samir, and Haley. Dollarwise is a national financial literacy program, and locally is a partnership between Mayor Longwell, Bank of America, and the Workforce Alliance. Each year, Dollarwise conducts a national drawing for young adults who complete their financial literacy modules. The Workforce Alliance has had a local winner for the past 5 years. Haley Baker, who could not be here with us today, completed the Dollarwise program as part of her participation with the Youth Employment Project. In addition, we have 3 local winners, Helena Call, Taya Demery, and Samir Jabril. Would the 3 of you please join Keith and I up here for your awards?
Samir, come on up. Here you go. In the middle here with me and Sean, let's get a picture. And you're a student out here at Wichita State, correct? That's correct. Studying engineering? Yes, sir. Outstanding. So we've got a $50 gift card for you, so spend it wisely. Thank you very much. Come on up here in the middle. We have a Kindle paper white for you, National Dollarwise Drawing winner. So there you go. Come on up. Here we have an iPad. A local drawing winner for you. Here you go. You going to use that wisely?
Yeah.
And where'd you work this summer?
I worked at High Touch.
What'd they have you doing there?
I was
Dispatch. What is happening?
so calling academic issues. I got all the information.
You like working at High Touch?
Yeah, I did.
Good deal. Well, thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Congratulations. Thank you all.
Sean has been a great supporter of this program, a program that's truly making a difference in young people. And Jennifer Hughes, wave to the crowd. Jennifer works at High Touch when she actually does anything, but a lot of times she's utilizing her skills to help with programs like this, with Workforce Alliance, giving back to the community. I twisted her arm recently this past summer and gently asked her to get involved in some more leadership opportunities, and she jumped at that chance. So, sorta. It's hard to tell the mayor no. So Keith, thank you. Sean, Jennifer, our young people, it's awesome to have you here and look at what's happening in our community, and I feel pretty good about it. All right, our next person that's going to be presenting is my favorite president of the best university in the country. And let me just say this. So there's no question when you talk about filling a spot, and we had an awesome president before Bardo got here, that when you get someone, and I don't want to allude to maybe Bardo is getting up there in years, but typically when you get someone in the twilight of their career, there's a little bit of apprehension. Are they just looking for a quiet spot until they retire? And so what I will tell you is that's the furthest from the truth. I don't know anybody on the planet with more energy, more enthusiasm, more desire to change an entire community than Dr. Bardo. So Dr. Bardo, why don't you come up and share with us with this new branding opportunity that we have that you're going to speak to, and people will get just a glimpse of why you are the best president on the planet. Dr. Bardo.
Thank you, Jeff. And what's really sad is I actually have slowed down with age. That's as folks that used to work with me will tell you, this is not as fast as it used to be. To our students also, congratulations on your achievements and on your awards. It's very important. One of the key issues that we as a university are very aware of is it's one thing to have a degree, it's another thing to know what to do with it. And a lot of what we're attempting to do as a university is to help students know what to do with that education and to have the experience to be able to go out and say, yeah, I can do that, I can make that happen. I also want to thank Mayor Longwell. We were a municipal university, and in the 60s, the people of Wichita and the state agreed to move us from a municipal university to a state university. And when that happens, in many places, it becomes more difficult to work with the city, to work with the local folks, because you now have a different mission. You now have a different focus. And to both the city's credit and the former leaders of this university, that really didn't happen. The people who were here understood that we were of Wichita. We might be a state university, but we were of Wichita. And so that partnership has continued over the course of decades, and today, I think, is stronger than ever. And if you don't believe it, take a look around at all the construction cones around the university's perimeter, because that's the city supporting the university, because the university is trying to support the community. And so that synergy, that connection is so crucial. The building that you're in today is the only building on our campus that doesn't face the campus. Its front door faces the community. And that was conscious and willful to say that this is a way in. This is a place for you to come. But if you notice, when you walk into the lobby, both sides of the lobby are glass. And again, that's purposeful, because we're not saying, come on in here and you're done, you're here. We're saying, come on in and keep coming. Come to the other things we have. See what is possible. So that partnership between the community and the university is absolutely crucial. That partnership is allowing all of us to work together to enhance the future for the people of Greater Wichita. And that, to me, is the reason for being back here. That's the reason for coming home. Now, one of the things that happened was that there's a giant water tower right outside of this building. And about every 40 or 50 years or so, it has to be repainted with special paint that will hold it for another 40 years. And the city came to us and said, wouldn't it be fun to have Wichita State University in a big shocker on the water tower? And we said, that would be great, but you know what the state's budget's like. And they said, well, we have to paint it, so we'll figure it out. Mayor Longwell didn't tell me that he was going to make me paint. And what he's learned is that I'm really not very good at dusk. You really don't want to put me up on a water tower painting at dusk, because it's true that Wichita is not a statty. That is absolutely true. And if you saw the original paint job, it made national news, and I really apologize for that. I'll try to do better next time. But the whole image of the university now is right there to tell people this is where we are, this is who we are. And it's a reflection again of that partnership between the city and the university. We are shockers, and that is a really big shocker up there. I try to wear a big shocker on my lapel. They beat that one pretty well. We don't want anyone to guess who we are, but we don't want anyone to also guess that we are Wichita. And that is very clear on that water tower. So, Mayor, and to all of you, thank you for doing this. And you know what? It is a wonderful day to be in Wichita, and it is a great day to be a shocker. Thank you.
So we're going to walk out here and take a peek. If you haven't seen it, it might be a little anticlimactic when we have already been on, I think, NBC today. So our water tower's obviously been on national news, but we want to invite you to go take a look at that. We'll wrap up here in just a moment. I want to say thank you again to Senator Masterson, who, if you want to understand what this facility is doing, take a moment and go visit with Senator Masterson. You're not going to meet anybody with more enthusiasm, more knowledge, and more drive that cares about this Go Create space. And Senator, you're doing an outstanding job out here, and thank you for everything you're doing, and we appreciate you. And so thank you to all of our friends again. Councilmember Williams, your district's looking pretty good. And I don't know if there's any questions, but we'll open it up for a few questions before we walk outside. Any questions from the media? All right. Thank you all, and we appreciate you being here.